Okay, I am just not realizing how much work I maybe have to do. Actually, I don't think it's as much as I have in my brain right now. I think I can get this done like before the night is up. Well, I have to, right? Because I work the next morning. So we're gonna get this done. We're gonna get this done. I need to wash this. Obviously, I need like the entire setup up, and hopefully, I can also get some cable management done. Or actually, should I? Because like I'm gonna be moving it later, like in a month's time, like out of this room. I don't know. You know what? We'll look into cable management like while we're here. But we're gonna get this done. I believe in us. Yay! Okay.
So, I don't normally make a habit of showing my desk setup. I don't think it's bad, but it definitely isn't the cozy Pinterest vibe that we see like all over the internet. And I don't think that's a must for everyone. I'm a maximalist girly in like everything I do. So I think striving for a clean aesthetic can be challenging for me. But that doesn't mean I can't upgrade my stuff to help make my desk life easier. So today I wanted to share a bit of a desk reset that I've been slowly working toward for a while now. I got a few new things that I really like, but none of this is sponsored. I just wanted to share what I got. Specs and links will be below if there's anything you want to try to recreate. Again, though, not sponsored. So these are like regular links, not affiliate ones. I'm not making like any money from it. So with that said, let's rewind a bit and take a look at what my setup looked like before this upgrade. So this is it. As you can probably tell, my main monitor is actually a smart TV. I got this around the same time that I had just moved into my first apartment, so I thought it would be a good idea to save on having to buy a monitor and a TV by just buying something that could work as both. And honestly, it was a great monitor. The challenge was just that I needed a little more space on the screen when I was streaming, so I could see chat and my games at like the same time without like feeling overwhelmed. I happen to have these two Dell monitors that I got from my job as part of my home office setup, but I do not use. But they were super heavy, and my desk at the time did not have enough room for them to all be horizontal, so you see what that turned into. It worked in the sense that I was able to spread out a bit more across my screens, but visually and functionally, it was a lot, especially since I also had my Hue on Canvas to think about. Towards the end, I found myself ignoring one screen entirely and trying to fit whatever I was working on at the time, art, writing, streaming, tech skills, what have you, onto that like center screen again. So instead of my desk supporting my workflow, I felt like I was constantly working around it, which was my sign that something needed to change. The biggest change in this upgrade was replacing all of that with one ultra-wide monitor. This is something I debated for a long time because, like I said, I'm a maximalist girly and I very much subscribe to the idea of more screens equals more productivity. But after using this setup for a bit, I can honestly say that having one long uninterrupted screen has been way better for my brain. I chose the Rosy 49-inch curved gaming monitor, which even came in pink. It's so cute. But the unsung hero of this entire setup is definitely the monitor arm. It did come with its own stand, but mounting my monitor freed up so much desk space. And I really appreciate the fact that I can just adjust the height and angle easily, and that it gives me the flexibility I need depending on whether I'm drawing, typing, or gaming. Before I settled on getting the ultra-wide, I did have plans to try to adapt my original setup with the monitor arm to lift some things up. So if you're short on desk space or just like tired of bulky monitor stands, I cannot recommend this enough, especially since some companies like Rosy sell monitor arms in the matching color. It's just so cute, guys. I love it so much. Okay, I hope you ignore the fact that I actually started my monitor arm setup on the wrong side. Well, I realized only after getting the monitor up that none of my cords would reach all the way over there. So I switched it up and got started on trying to figure out where my ambient lights would go. The Rosy monitor actually comes with an RGB light behind it, but I wanted to give it that wraparound feel by adding the Govee Smart LED light bars. I also have the Qantas monitor light bar, and by now you guys better not be surprised to hear that I got it in pink. This thing has been my lifesaver when it comes to like creating an easy light setup when I'm recording, and with the brightness and temperature settings, I'm also able to use it as a desk lamp. It was here though that I started having a little trouble with my cable management. I started off trying to make it neat before honestly just quickly giving up. Like I said in the beginning, I'm planning on moving this desk into another room after the holidays, so perhaps we'll tackle cable management then, but for now we're good with everything just being functional. Another thing that I was excited to add was the RGB Universal Game Controller Headset Holder Stand in, you guessed it, pink. Part of my last setup's problem was that I just didn't have room for some of my miscellaneous items, which meant they were wherever they could fit on my desk. Now, with the stand, I'm able to keep them close to the gaming systems I use them with, along with my headphones for when I need to focus. Along with that, I also needed to set up my Arzopa portable monitor. I didn't completely get rid of extra screens. I'm sorry. I know I talked so big about it in the beginning, but I just made them more intentional, which I think is also a good thing. So I used to have a hard time figuring out where to put this when I was streaming Switch games, and playing Splatoon with the OBS delay is literal hell. So I made sure to use an HDMI splitter so that I can react to everything on time. Now, when I play, I can slide it out from under my monitor without disrupting the rest of my setup. And it's so cute, kind of tucked away on the side with my Switch and Steam Deck. Another thing that I was looking to upgrade was my keyboard. I love the ones that I have now, swapping out between the MageKey Sky 81 and MK75 wireless keyboard, but I wanted a different one that could also get me away from the wires. I mean, you saw the underside of my desk. You know I need less wires. I've had the low-free keyboard on my wish list for quite some time now. The colors are absolutely gorgeous, and the sound of the keys are it's just... beautiful, right? The best thing about this keyboard is that there is also a matching number pad that I can get. You'd be surprised how many numbers I end up having to deal with on a day-to-day basis, or how many of my life simulation games require a number input, and this just makes it like so much easier without having to pull out like my entire keyboard for it. And if that wasn't enough, it also has a function to turn it into a calculator, which is super helpful. It's one of those changes that might not be dramatic on camera, but it definitely makes like my day-to-day work feel a lot smoother. Also, I forgot to mention this earlier, but in case you were wondering, I did finish washing my desk mat. I do plan on replacing it with the new one eventually. I mean, I also keep this one, but I just, want to be able to switch out for some different colors from time to time. But sometimes a good cleaning is enough to make something feel refreshed, you know? Please tell me you didn't break. I'm so impressed by you. How did you not break? Anything else would have broken. My Android must love me. I still have a few things that I want to add to this that I think will bring this closer to my true dream desk setup. The first thing on my mind being a set of speakers to frame my monitor, but this is pretty close. I've been trying to get better about not forcing myself to finish every upgrade in one go. This setup already feels like a huge improvement, and I'm actually quite happy with how this came out and can't wait to see how this looks in the new space with the rest of my office set up behind it. Something that I've been thinking about a lot lately is how much our physical space affects how willing we are to show up for our creative work. I really do love the clean aesthetic desk that you see on Pinterest, and if that's something that comes naturally to you, fantastic, and I am super, super jealous of you, but that is not something that comes naturally for me or feels like something I can personally upkeep despite how badly I really want to try it. I just, you gotta know yourself with this. This upgrade was more about making it easier for me to sit down and start my projects, whether that's drawing, writing, editing, streaming, or coding. Right, I code now. Yeah, we have a video coming out on that soon. I don't have my calendar in front of me to know exactly when that is, but I do know that I'm really excited to share it. So I'll be talking about what motivated me to start, how I learned, and kind of going through the resources that I had available to me, both free and paid, in case you were wondering, and also how I ended up balancing that with literally everything else I was doing, because I was working on a webtoon. I did a couple of art challenges. I had some writing stuff that I was doing. I was moving. Guys, I've done a lot this year, but somehow we ended up balancing all of that out, which was great. And hopefully I will have like an actual sneak peek of the website project that I'm currently working on, like to show you guys as well. But we'll see how the entire thing comes out. But I'm super excited to show it to you guys. But anyway, this desk is going to be the place where a lot of that work continues to happen. It's already seen a lot of trial and error, a lot of late nights, and a lot of frustration, if I'm being honest. But it's also where some really exciting things are starting to take shape. So yeah, that's my current desk setup. I feel like I finally have space like that really fits the way I work instead of fighting against it. And honestly, that alone has made such a difference already in how I feel when I sit down to do my creative stuff, even though I've really only had this desk set up for a little around like 2 weeks now. Hasn't been long, but it has made like a very drastic effect. If you've been putting off changing something in your own space because it feels like too overwhelming or too expensive, or like it has to be done all at once, I hope this video is a little reminder that it doesn't have to be. Even small changes can make things feel lighter. But that's all that I've got for you guys right now. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like and consider subscribing. It helps the channel more than you know, and I'd love for you to stick around as I keep figuring things out here. I'd also love to hear from you guys in the comments. What's one thing about your desk or workspace that you've been meaning to change but haven't gotten around to yet? Or maybe you have something that you have recently changed and that's helped out a ton. Let us know. Please share your thoughts in comments below. What do you also think of my setup? I'm kind of afraid to ask that, but we're already putting it on the internet, so it can't get any worse, right? Honestly. Either way, as always, thank you guys so much for watching and spending time with me today. Remember to take care of yourselves, especially during this holiday season if you're watching it at that time, and keep creating in whatever way feels right to you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.